The cheater does not want to be cheated. Oh no, Debbie and Emeka did not see this coming from Cheta. They are here discussing about how Cheta did to gave them the fake papers. Debbie is wondering how come she is not like that. How did she do it? It can't be Cheta and Emeka was like, I told you I don't trust that girl. I did not trust her at all. And Debbie said, I did not expect her to do that because she is my friend. I'm sure that there's something wrong somewhere because I proved also the papers. I went and I checked the papers and not really could go. As they were talking, this is when Jonathan came in with Ken. Remember, Jonathan received a call telling him that his friend is in the hospital. Who called him? It's Debbie. And when they came, they were asking what really happened. They could not explain. Now, how will they explain? How would they tell these people that it came like this? I wanted to sell a land of which the papers were fake. Obviously, Ken will ask you, how did you get into possession of these papers which are fake? So they have to stay silent. They said they just attacked him and they beat him up. And that's why he is now hospitalized. That the Good Samaritans are the ones who took him inside, and we are the series called Most Scary Marriage. Guys, it's showing at Mr ALOY channel, so I welcome you all to my channel. Ken and Jonathan are confused of what really happened to Debbie, and they're asking why was she the one to be called. That's Ken asking. He said they doesn't know what really happened because the doctor called her since it was her last number which was found on the call log. It means that they had to call the last person who was with her to check on her. Token said, if it's so, then we have to report these matters at the police station. Debbie and Emeka said, no need for the police, no need for this. I don't have that money to pay for the police. That's the Emeka saying all these things. Emeka is saying all these things because he knows that if they take him to the police, he has nothing to explain. First of all, how did he get into position with the fake papers? Obviously, which land was he going to sell? Yet he's not the land. He's not a land agent. It means that there's something which the two might know, Ken and Jonathan, which these two people, Emeka and Debbie, don't want them to know, and that's how they were incapable, how they came to know to go to sell the land with the fake papers. Obviously, their mission will be exposed. Guys, I said greetings to you all, people watching from different parts of the world, different parts of Africa, different parts of North America, as well as South America, and the entire world. Greetings from Bahamas, people from Guyana, people from Southern America, people from North America, people from the east of Africa, and people from West Africa, people from the islands, everywhere you are watching from. I do really appreciate your effort. And now, always they say that in your friends, that's friends who would be very curious about whatever is going on, and that's Ken. Everything which happens in their circle, Ken is always curious about it, and this is why Jonathan does not even accept his advice. Jonathan is seeing Ken like a person who just assumes things. In his word, when Jonathan told Ken Ken to ask Jonathan, when are you going to see Emeka? He said, did you go and see Emeka? Jonathan said, no, I did not go, but I'm planning to go there. And Jonathan asked, how about you? Are you not going to go to the hospital? Ken said, I will go if I'm not busy and if I find time. And Jonathan said, do you have time? You said that if we have time, yet this is our friend. Ken said, he's not my friend, he is your friend. After all, you always say he's the only one who has your interest at heart. But no problem. But come to think of it, Jonathan, how did Debbie and Emeka come into a picture? How did they become friends? What if they are not lovers? Why could it be that Debbie's phone number was the one they called? Don't you think that something might be fishy around there? Think of it. And Jonathan was like, Ken, you are always thinking so much. You are always assuming things. You are always finding a way of breaking Emeka or accusing Emeka. I said, no, I'm not accusing Emeka. We all know that Debbie and Emeka, they are not friends. And the first number they saw on Debbie's phone was Debbie's phone, and they called her. And yet they are not lovers. Then it seems either Debbie and Debbie was the last person Emeka called. If not, she is the most person he frequently called. But I wonder what the connection between her and Emeka is. There might be something in between which is really fishy, and Jonathan does not believe it. He said, please think a lot. First of all, Debbie was your friend, is your wife's friend, and Emeka is your friend, which means these two people have something in common that might be the cause of your problems or the cause of everything which is around you. Because we all know that Emeka and Debbie, they are not lovers. But how come they are always there? She was the one to be called. But as they say that Jonathan always, her brain is always out of the box in thinking. Still, he did not even capture that intention of Cain, explanation of Cain. But it's already written, and the handwriting is written on the wall. If they are not, if they are not planning evil to you, which means they have so much in what they are doing, and they are doing everything possible to see that you go to your downfall. But as they say, a fool at 40 is always a fool forever, and that's Jonathan. Now, Emeka and Debbie, they are here discussing, very disturbed. Emeka is saying that if Cheta is playing on them, then he has to be discharged so that he can teach a lesson to that young girl. And he said that I told you that the lady is not good. And this is when Debbie said, and the way Jonathan is telling me that he is treating her very badly and her manners have changed, it seems like he is doing all this to see that Jonathan sends her away, and when he sends her away, she can go and run away with the money. That's when the Emeka said, I have to leave this house immediately before anything happens. And when the doctor came, then Emeka and Debbie talked about Emeka told the doctor that, please, I want to be discharged. And the doctor said, you are not well already. Why do you want to be discharged? She said, there's something I have to fulfill. There's something I have to finish, which is needed in time. The doctor said, now, if you want me to discharge you, then you have to sign a document, be thinking that you were the one who asked for the discharge, not me. He said, it's okay, I will write or I will sign it. And Debbie, remember Debbie said that it seems that Cheta has money, and that's the money which is giving her wings to treat Jonathan wrong, so that he can jump out or run away with the money. And this is not what Emeka wants. Emeka wants the money because he's the master planner of everything. But now now Cheta who has played them. As I always say, the cheater does not want to be cheated on. Now Debbie and Emeka, they don't want to be cheated on. That's why they are fighting so much to get the money. I love you guys. Let's meet in a new video. God bless you. Bye bye.